What is going on, New York Giant fans? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Be sure to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops for a video drops. Appreciate you all coming back. Share this out as well, the video series, and the channel as we are inching our way to 1.4K subscribers. We appreciate it. Thank you all. So, another Roster Bubble Series video. In these videos, I take a player that is on the cusp of being cut. I talk about their background, their competition, how they could win a spot on the roster, how they may lose a spot on the roster. With that being said, followed by a prediction at the end. Usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes long per player. And today's profile is going to be done on a guy who's on the last year of his rookie contract, Cam Brown, primarily known for special teams. The New York Giants drafted him out of Penn State in 2020 in the 6th round. Got most of his defensive playing time that year, and it wasn't even a lot. 1 forced fumble in 15 games, 12 tackles, 3 quarterback hits, and snap percentage. Well, he played 93 snaps on defense, which was 9% in the 15 games, and 82% on special teams in the 15 games. He moved to 2021, and his role decreased on defense. A lot of things moving around. They drafted Ellerson Smith, and a lot of different things happened. And also, they were beginning to transition him more to inside linebacker, kind of like they were Carter Coughlin. He played 12 games, missed some games due to a hamstring injury. 9 total tackles in terms of snap percentages, 11 total snaps on defense for 2021, and total of 245, which counted for 80% in the 12 games on special teams. So you move to a new regime. Brian Dable, Joe Shane, still the same special teams coach, and Thomas McGahee. A lot of people weren't sure whether he was going to make the roster or not. You know, what benefit would there be if he did make the roster, but obviously special teams would be that. Played all 17 games last year, played 3 defensive snaps only in the 17 games. Those 3 snaps came against the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 18, and then 398 snaps on special teams, 85% of the snaps technically in those 17 games. So, with that being said, he's on the final year of his rookie contract. The Giants could cut him if, they don't see him as a fit, or somebody, I would say loops him, really jumps in front of him in terms of a special teams role, which Cam Brown is known for. But let's dig into the competition that he is facing. We'll start off with Carter Coughlin, who basically was drafted right by his side since 2020. He's been here just as long. We did a video on him. If you guys haven't already, checked that out. Deontay Johnson, and I'm talking inside linebacker first. Deontay Johnson, who's an undrafted free agent out of Toledo. Troy Brown, undrafted free agent out of Ole Miss. And Tamon Fox. Now, he's not an inside linebacker, but I don't know the specific, as I've said multiple times in multiple videos, I don't know the specific positionings on special teams, but Tamon Fox is a guy who can play in kickoff and punt coverage as well. So, how can Cam Brown win a spot? Shoestring tackles. That's one of the things Cam Brown is very good at. He had 2 penalties last year, but they were both declined, so it didn't really mean much of anything. But shoestring tackles. He's the type of guy that, makes shoestring tackles. You see it all over the field. He's one of the better Giants on special teams. I don't think he had too many flaws last year. Firm blocks on kick and punt coverage. The Giants really don't need any more blocked punts. It's really been happening the last few years. Jamie Gillen, Riley Dixon, all that sort of stuff. Guys get back, to the punter, and there's not firm blocks within the first. There's like that group of guys in like an arc. I don't know the specific formation as you would call it, but those guys that are rushing, they get back there and they block punts and stuff like that, which Cam Brown can do if you're talking about from a defensive standpoint, and that would actually help him, get his way onto the roster. But firm blocks on kick and punt coverage. I know at training camp they've been practicing special teams a lot, so hopefully that improves. They also have a new assistant special teams coordinator in Mike Adams, so we'll see how far that goes. And just as something extra, ability to cover and blitz ? And play the run. Well, I would think he gets some defensive snaps. I think more or less, he's probably going to get the least. Because you think of it this way, you have Okereke, then you have a guy like Darian Beavers, second team, Micah McFadden, and Carter Coughlin, and Deontay Johnson with Troy Brown, and maybe some Cam Brown on the third team. So there's not a ton of room for him to get defensive snaps, and I guess the way they value him is, he's not too much of a contributor on defense, but if he can cover, if he can, blitz well in certain situations, that's a plus for the New York Giants, so that they don't have to keep as many linebackers and playing the run. I mean, obviously it's been a long time since he's played legitimate defense, but if he could get better against the run, I mean, listen, that would be an asset that the Giants would definitely value. How can he lose? The only way I see him losing is overshadowed by competition and sloppy special teams play, allowing a blocked punt, committing penalties, holding, illegal block in the back, those type of penalties on special teams, you know, doing something stupid on special teams. And, once again, I have limited knowledge of special teams, but also Cam Brown is just a special teams player at this point in his career. It's not like he's going to sit here and play linebacker 2 or linebacker 3 for the Giants. It's just not going to happen. But, again, how can you win? Shoestring tackles, firm blocks on kick and punt coverage, blocked punts, ability to cover and blitz, play the run ? How can you lose? Overshadowed by competition like Tamon Fox and Deontay Johnson, some of these other guys in kickoff and punt coverage and sloppy special teams play. Overall, I do have him making the roster. I mean, there's not much to cutting Cam Brown unless he does really bad. He's in the final year of his rookie contract. He's a 6th-round pick. He's a quality special teams player. And the Giants need more of those. So, we'll see what happens with Cam Brown during the regular season. But I'd like to think that he's going to stick around in his final year as a special teams contributor. Now, do the Giants keep him beyond 2023? I don't know. I don't have that answer for you. But that's pretty much that. Like, comment, and subscribe to our post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Peace out, guys. See you later, and stay cool.